Yep.
Here we go. We're here. Ah! Hello, friends. Look what I have. She's real. Welcome to our year-end Friday night scrapbooking. And tonight we are going to cut. We're going to cut,
Yeah.
but we are going to talk about cut files and titles because when you got the tech whiz in your presence, you got to do cut files and talk tech with electronic cutters. But we are going to have a good time too. So let's just tell them what we're doing. Cut files and titles. And this, in case you haven't heard me talk about this gal before, this is Carey Payette. So look who everybody's here. They're all saying hi, Carey.
Hello.
And she can actually buzz me.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you need her to buzz me, let her know.
I can even throw things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
She's already done that today.
Yes, I have.
So, welcome. So we have Debbie's here, Donna's here, Joyce, Lorraine, Judy, Suze. Who else? I missed a bunch of you guys. Chrissy, Karen, Lori, Bev, Kimberly, Martha, Julie, Deborah, Janice, BT from Illinois. Welcome. And we are going to just have some fun tonight. Okay. So, and I see Karen's here. Yay! Look at everybody. It's so great to see all your hellos and where you're from. I know, pinch your Karen. Sandy's saying to pinch me. That's not very nice, Sandy. Yeah, so when the two of us actually get in the same room that we're going to be kind of bouncing a bunch of ideas off each other and
shenanigans were had.
Shenanigans. And yes, there was glitter, right? Oh, here. Yes, there was glitter. There was a lot of glitter going on here. So we're going to talk a little bit about glitter tonight too. Carey also got me, you want to show them? She's trying it. You guys, she's also trying to get me organized. Can you see what she got me? She's like, Lauren, you need this. Totally Tiffany. So I might like this as much as carts. What do you think, Carey?
They're exceptional when it comes to projects. So
yeah.
I have very limited space when I crop, so it's really nice to have 12 by 12 slots.
Yeah.
Embellishment slots, punch slots.
So this is totally Tiffany. Yeah. So we have everything in here I'm supposed to talk to you about tonight, all in one place. So it won't be like piled
under the left elbow.
Under my left and piled up and thrown on the floor.
Fun fact. Lauren lost her phone at Michael's.
Yes, I did.
It was literally in her left elbow.
It was. I'm looking going, where did I put my phone? Yeah, it was there. So she got a good laugh out of that. Okay, so welcome. Oh, look, Tina, this is her first time here. Oh, you're in for a treat. Welcome. We're not normally this corny, but, hey, Diane says welcome. Welcome. So we are going to jump in because we have some things in mind for you today. But what I would just want to kind of first start off with is a little bit about, I love bringing tech into the scrapbooking world. And Carey has been a good encourager for me to do that. And so what we're going to do is actually talk a little bit about two of our favorite machines. Well, they're all favorite, right? But we're going to talk about Cricut and we're going to talk about Silhouette because during Black Friday, I may have gotten something.
Should I have a bigger one than mine?
I'll show you guys what I got. So I ended up getting this guy. Well, sorry, that's not supposed to be playing in the background. Hold on, let me mute that. We'll share what that was in just a second. But this is the Silhouette
Plus
Cameo, right?
Yep.
Cameo Plus. Now, what does a plus mean, Carey?
It means the mat can hold 15 inches across. So you can put an entire 12 by 12 sheet of paper literally in the middle of the mat if you wanted to.
Right.
So definite 12-inch cuts.
Yes. And as border girls, right? Border lovers. I think we're all border lovers. that means we got to, hang on, I'll come back over here. We got to do what? We got to cut that. That's cut. And it's 12 inches, I promise. So we measured.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of having to go diagonal across your mat, so I know that's kind of silly when you think about, like, did you think, Vanna here, did you think that the plus? So I really kind of wanted to get the idea of expanding our digital artwork from Creative Memories and think about how we can use these beautiful cut files. So that's from Homestead. That was one of the Homestead embellishments. It's still available, I think, just till the end of the year.
On
right?
digital, yes.
On digital only. And this is what we're talking about. This is all digital. So like we also got into my digital and cut that. So you can cut however many families as you want. This is from the Homestead collection. And I'm also going to share some other really, I think, awesome things that we got from Homestead. And we're going to build some pages tonight. So we're going to actually do a title page, which Carey helped me design, and it might involve glitter. It does involve glitter. It's fun. We're also going to do a 2-page spread that kind of shows you, again, how do we use cut titles. And Carey actually is going to show us journaling
strips.
Yep, that. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do a page with a 2-page layout. So my goal at the end of today is that you're going to have some really fun ideas that you can take and get started for the new year, because this is the last Friday night scrapbooking of 2022 for this year. So after tonight, I'm taking a break for the holidays, but I will be back in January, and you can look for my schedule on Facebook. Mostly is where I put all my event schedules up there. And so we'll be back in the new year with some more fun. Okay, are you guys ready? Glitter. Yes, okay, I know, but it's fun. Wait till you see, Julie, what we did with glitter. I think you're going to like it. All right, so what else did I want to share? Right, I want to share what we're giving them.
All right.
The free stuff. So hang on a second. I got to get to the right screen so that you can actually see what we're giving you. That's not the right one. It's this one. And then, okay, so I'm going to do a quick little screen share here. Yeah, my brain has too many tabs. She found that in my craft room. So true. Here we go. I'm going to do a screen share. And as you guys know, I talk about my website, Craft Some Joy, but with Carey's help, everything tonight, most everything, except the Homestead, you've got to get that from Creative Memories. You need to go to Shop With Me on my website, Craft Some Joy, and go to exclusive downloads. And what do we have? Oh, this is going to give them a little sneak peek.
You're giving out the secret.
Uh-oh, you're going to see a little bit of what we're doing tonight. So, there is a Craft Some Joy year-end freebie cut file bundle. And do you guys see the price on that? It's $0. Therefore, it's a freebie. So I am, as my gift to you until Christmas this year, you can get what we're talking about tonight free. Are you guys excited? Are you excited?
I'm excited.
I hope you're excited. So just go to my website and you can download the zip file for free. And Carey's going to show you little pieces of what's in there. And I'm going to show you how I'm taking all that good stuff and making it into stuff. So how about that? Yes, we got a yes. Yes. Okay. All right. Enjoy. So, just as I know we've had kind of a frustrating little bit, especially if you're an advisor. Today was a frustrating day. So Carey and I had to have some fun because there they go. Now they're excited. Yeah. So we wanted to make sure you had some good things to look forward to. And that's our gift to you from what we've designed. And wait till you see it. Okay, so Carey, where should we start? Should we start with the first title page?
All right.
Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to switch to, I think, do you want to tell them what happened to the overhead camera? Because I forgot to reposition it.
Okay, long story.
But
Lauren,
I think
Lauren left me in her craft room unattended.
This is true.
With a 15, with the Cameo Plus. So I decided I am going to go ahead and cut some acetate for what you're going to see here in a moment. Little did I know that the Silhouette wants to scan the entire size of the mat for acetate.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't do that for any of the other cut files, but for the acetate, it wanted to feed that mat in and out 3 times. Well, let's just say it knocked into her camera stand. The mat flew out of the machine. The camera went tumbling down, and the corner of the mat broke.
So my camera was a little wonky. I just had to do a little adjustment there. And the camera stand is actually kind of still right here. But I'm not going to, I don't think I'll deal with that. I'll just zoom in a little bit.
For this one.
No. We're gonna share what we did. How's that? That look okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we got you a little zoomed in. This was my little Michael's purchase. Yes, it's glitter. I think Andy was like, "What is that glitter I see in your picture?" Yes, it's glitter. But
it's actually 2.
yeah, there were 2. I had to buy both. Carey had to take a picture. You think I need these? Yes, I need these. So I don't know, what were they? They were US $5 and on sale.
Yeah.
Right?
I think they were 50% off even.
Yeah, so cute. And here's the thing, you guys. If you saw my buddy, you guys know, Kylie Kingham. I even had to tell Carey, did you see her borders? They're shaker borders. She made the cutest video. See, if you haven't seen her video, you got to go watch her shaker border video. It totally inspired me. And then Carey's like, oh, we should make shaker titles. Wow, what a great idea. Let's do that. So hence we have 2023 for you. So this is part of your cut file bundle that you're going to get, is the hello, this cute little hello that I designed for you, and this awesome 2023. So do you want to tell them how you made that?
Sure. Would you like me? I can actually go and demo that in a minute.
Demo that? Yeah. If you want to get set up, I'll be gluing. How about that?
All right. You get gluing, and then
I'll do some gluing. And then Carey can hop in and actually show you a little bit on Silhouette how she built this. But just so you know, this is 3 different pieces. So as she mentioned, with her acetate adventure,
I just started the craft room.
she kind of, so you're not going to be able to see that at all, are you? There, you can see it with the reflection. She actually cut the 3 with the acetate, which will hold the glitter. So these actually, yes, they have glitter sandwiched in between. And so what we do, and then I cut this is from the Cheers paper pack. I didn't get my new collection yet, so I had to kind of make do with what I had. Smash our stash, right? Smash our stash. And so let me just show you how I kind of put this together. I've got the glue pen. Got to have your glue pen. And you start with your background. And I have to say too, I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I have a new craft mat, and you're going to see a little bit of reflection in here. But this is a glass craft mat, and I didn't want to talk about it until I've had a chance to use it, but I'm actually loving this. Are you having trouble with the stool, Carey? Rolling around? Should we flip the camera?
That was fun too.
But what I love about the glass craft mat, all the glue and glitter and everything just comes right off.
Oh, there was a glitter adventure earlier today too.
So we're just going to take the glue pen and just go around the edges. So Carey designed these, like there's like an 1/8 inch little edge. And so you just want to kind of just get your glue all around the edge, not super thick, guys, because, and you're not going to, it's going to be okay if your glitter sticks to the glue. We've realized you might have a little glitter leak, a little glitter leakage. Okay, so I just took the pen, the glue pen, and just, went around the edges. I hope you guys were able to see that. So now I'm going to take that glitter, and I love this one. So each one has a different kind of festivity in here, and I loved the snowflakes with the purple. Yeah, that's too much glitter.
You think?
You can tell we're having a good time. Okay, so just add that glitter in there. And so, I was really trying to yes, that's you. I was really trying to channel my inner Kylie with this. Little feedback. No worries. She's just getting set up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just add in the little... Do you want me to mute you? I can mute you.
Yeah, just here. Well, actually, no, it's coming through my camera.
Oh, that's right.
Just give me I don't know why they mute these things. Now it's muted.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries. That's the least of what I've had to do in here. So then I'm going to put the acetate on top. Okay, so I've got that fun little glitter inside. The acetate, and like I said, you might have a little glitter leakage, or maybe a lot of glitter leakage all over your mat.
Do you think you have enough glitter?
I might have gone a little crazy on the glitter for the number 3. I wanted to make sure they could see the glitter. So, some of it just might have to come out. Okay, so maybe I was a little messy. Maybe glitter is not my friend, but it is pretty. So the idea is, if you are, this is kind of definitely on the crafter scale. I got this acetate when I bought my Silhouette, and it was dirt cheap, you guys. I mean, it was half price, and I think it was even on sale and half price. So it was really inexpensive. But I just wanted it to play around with and see what we could do. So then once you get the top acetate on there, we're just going to put a little more glue. And I could probably turn it over to Carey because they probably don't want to watch me glue.
Well, really all it is when you're adhering it, make sure it's on the side. So any glue that would show up is going to be covered by the border on the top.
Right.
So
we'll show you. I'll just keep working on the glue.
All right.
And then, do I need to, wait, I think I do need to switch. Where are you? Where are you? Is that you?
Screen.
That
next one over.
This one?
Yep.
Look at there!
Yay!
There's Carey!
There's my, there's my screen. So I just wanted to show you, just for those that are interested in how to go about making this type of file. All I did was I used actually a quite common font called Arial Black, and you can go in and we'll just do 20. We'll just do 20 just for short. I'll zoom it in so we can see it a little bit better though, or make it bigger. We'll just pretend we want really big ones. So you can see that we have the 20 sitting on top. So what we want to do is we actually want to make a second copy of this. So you get it to the size that you want. You copy and then you paste. That's Control C or Command C, and Control V or Command V. And now we have 2 copies. And the reason for that is we're going to make our edits on one, and then this one will be the backer. So let's go ahead and grab this one. So the way to get that border on the outside, so that's like that black outline, if you will, is by performing an inset. So we know how we always like to do offsets for our titles. We're going to actually go and do the opposite right now.
Oh.
So I'm going to select that top 20, and then I'm going to go to the offset panel and then you'll see that there's a section here for internal offset. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and actually that looks pretty good. But you notice instead of going on the outside making a shadow, it went ahead and on the inside, and it's created the inset on the inside of the 20. Mm-hmm. So now I can actually go and I'm going to group these together because we want them to stay together because you want that to be hollowed out. So when it cuts, it's going to cut the outline, and then you could save the inside pieces for whatever you want. Now, quick tip for the 0 is you want to make sure that you don't throw out the inner O.
Right, right.
So you can do that. So I'm actually going to make a third copy of the base because you also want to cut your acetate if that's what you're doing. Now, if you didn't want to do the acetate and the glitter and everything like that,
right,
you can actually just put the outline directly on pattern paper. It'll be beautiful just like that. But if you want to cut an acetate layer, you want to make sure that you do the backing, which is probably your pattern paper, and then the acetate layer as well. Mm-hmm. So you're essentially doing 3 copies of the cut of whatever you're going for. So that,
and someone did ask what the bottom layer was of this, and it was from Cheers, the Cheers paper pack. Yeah. Which unfortunately is no longer available, but like I said, I had to kind of do a stash dive.
Actually, I stash dived.
Or Carey had to do the stash dive.
She was out of the room at the time. I destroyed the room and then stole pattern paper.
And then got into my stuff. So.
All right. Well, let it switch you back.
Okay. So I'm still gluing. Okay. I'm still working on the glue. But you can kind of see. And there's a lot of excess glitter. There's the 3, and you can see that layer of acetate. Then we put the top layer on, and then Carey, you want to hand me a repo adhesive? Yep, the yellow ones. I'm color. I go by color. And then we're just gonna add a little repo to the 2023, and then we're gonna talk about this other fun stuff on the layout, right? So isn't that fun? I love the bold. I asked you if you wanted me to get you a different chair. You said you would be fine with the rolling chair.
If you hear a tumble, it's just me.
Falling on the floor. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about this layout. And, okay. So we decided this is from Shades of Silver and Gold. Okay, so let me just talk about what I used. Shades of Silver and Gold, because I did have this from the Paper Buffet, even though I don't have the new Silver and Gold collection in-house yet. It's coming tomorrow. What can you do? So from Shades of Silver and Gold. Okay, see, Carey's keeping me on track. She's like, let me put that back in the little thing I got you. I cut a 1/2 inch off of both sides so that you have the beautiful black background. We've talked a lot about how you can miter cut that, or you can gut your paper if you want to save paper for the background section. And then we got into the Homestead elements from the download. And like we were showing earlier, isn't that gorgeous? This is one of the borders. And the original border kind of had a texture paper, but I really like it just in black. Just in black. I think it's kind of a stunning piece that just goes really well with this layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of that. But I wanted
a bunch of glitter on it.
There might be extra glitter. There might be glitter.
You made your own glitter border.
I know. And there might be glitter. But you can see it goes from corner to corner because we used the Silhouette Plus. So sometimes, I get asked, well, what would you recommend, Lauren, for a cutter? And Carey, they've asked you too. What do you recommend for a cutter? And it really kind of depends on what you want to do. Do you want to be able to cut a full 12-inch border? Then you're either going to have to go diagonal with a Cricut that has a 12-inch base, or you can look at getting a big machine. But you guys, it's big.
You can get like the Cameo 4, the regular size.
Mhm.
You can do 12 inches, but you'll have like an eighth to a 16th of an inch that you have to manually cut off of each side.
Right.
So it's minor, but it's still there.
So I just had to dig into my, what are you doing? You're not going to tilt my paper. You're going to tilt my paper? You guys, I can't do tilts. Carey wants me to tilt. Sandy, what do you think about that? I don't know.
Oh, look, deer.
Carey was here when we had a bear outside, but we missed it. Like, we saw it on the cameras, but
it was having a party.
Yeah, it was trying to get in the trash, but we didn't get it jumping up into the window. So I just went and did a dive for some purple because my glitter had that little touch of purple. So I ended up getting that. And then what I want to show you is this will be perfectly set up, right? So I cut this at 5.5 by 7.5, this background rectangle. So if you want to do like a hero shot, right, for your first page of your album, you could do that and have it as a 5 by 7. But if you don't have a larger photo, you could do 2 3 by 5s, which would work really nicely in that setup too.
I've seen a lot of votes for tilting.
Tilt? Are they telling you to tilt my paper? Oh, you guys, really? Do we tilt? We can tilt.
Go for it. Live on
We
the
can
edge.
tilt. We can tilt. Okay, we'll tilt. Which way?
We have to.
We have to go this way? Carrie's going to have to help me tilt, friends. All right. She's saying we tilt.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Okay. If it happens to untilt its way into my album, you guys won't know.
Sandy's like, don't do it. Don't do it.
All right. So part of your freebie cut file is this darling little hello. And we thought that would go really cute with the cut 2023. So this is really intended for kind of the first page of your 2023 album. And in addition, we were kind of going through some stuff, and I had made, I don't know where that is, a little cute little embellishment with the clock for New Year's. So this is also from Homestead. And here's the thing, friends, I cut this today. Isn't it gorgeous? So even all that intricacy on the clock. So even though Homestead is not available anymore, look how beautiful that is for your title page. I think it works perfectly. So I guess we could add some more glitter.
There's glitter on all of
There's
things.
glitter on everything, you guys. Under my left elbow too. Okay. But you can see how fun that would be just to layer that clock as, kind of element for your title page, the Hello 2023, and then this gorgeous cut layer. So these you would have to buy on your own, okay, because that's part of the digital Homestead collection. And then the Hello and this is our gift to you. Okay, I kind of do like the tilt. It's kind of cool. So we can just
should the clock be over or under?
or because you could tuck the clock under if you want. You could tuck it over the paper but under your photo, say, so lots of choices, right? How you want to put that together. So this is a super simple layout for your title page, but I think it's stunning because just a simple way of learning how to do a cut file, but then just layering, yes, with a little glitter, can make it a lot of fun. Okay, so that is your 2023. before a title page, before we go on, I think we need to tell them about the mat, what we did to the mat. Okay, so there you have your title page. I have my dirty one right there. If you want to get it.
Let's see.
Okay, I do have a bunch of glitter. Yes.
You need your little lint
I
roller.
know. Here, I'll help you. The glass helps though, right?
All right, so Lauren has had some mats that have seen better days.
Mm-hmm.
This one's actually not too bad, but you can see that there's a lot of gunk on it. And it's really not sticking the greatest anymore. Like her cuts are getting lifted. They're not cutting because the paper's not staying on the mat. You glued it to your...
I glued it.
Yeah. All right. So what we did was we ran out to the Dollar Tree and we got LA, what do they call it? LA's Totally Awesome. Oh, that's going to be upside down, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Cleaner. Yeah. So hopefully you all have Dollar Trees. I don't know about Canada and
Canada
Australia.
has Dollar Tree.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So what I'm going to do now, and don't be afraid, I'm going to actually spray this Totally Awesome. You do have paper towels, right?
Yeah. And let me move my glitter though.
But what you want to do is you want to saturate this thing. There we go. All right. So basically she had a mat that was completely covered, wasn't sticking at all, and I'll show you what the end result is, but we'll also show you the process for this one.
I mean, it was amazing
this is what it looks like now, but we forgot to take a before picture.
Yeah.
And we've actually used it quite a lot since we've washed it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
It was way worse, but you can kind of, I hope you can kind of see, look at all the, it's like almost paper fuzz, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost like paper fuzz from the excess, like just pulling up the paper from your mat. Do you need the little scraper?
Well, we're going to give it a few minutes, though.
Yeah,
so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this into the other room, give it about 5 to 8 minutes, and I'll bring it back.
Yes. Okay, but we thought, in case you hadn't heard of this trick, right? I know some of you, if you're, big into cutting, you've probably heard of the trick, but in case you haven't, it worked like a charm, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Stop spending a bunch of money on new mats.
Yeah, it really revitalized the mat, like, amazingly. And look at that, it cleaned my glass mat too. While we're at it.
Apparently I'm pooping glitter on the floor. So.
Okay, I'm gonna grab this one, Carey. You got that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to layout number 2. And this is gonna be a double page. Let's see if I can squeeze these in here. How's that? Scooch it over towards you. Okay, so
It'll probably clean this too.
I know. We should try that too. Probably does the same thing on the 12-inch mats. So you get that side and I get this side. And what I love about Carey is, like, I have all these ideas and I go, what if we did this? What if we did that? And like, I just, and then she just sits over in the corner quietly. And then she goes, how about this? Like, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh my gosh. So what I had, so true. Like, it's amazing to have somebody who just, like, understands you. Okay. So what I wanted was a cute little file pocket, because I'm just all about this cuteness factor. So this is it's almost like a library pocket, but I wanted it sized for our pages, for what we scrapbook, right? For 4x6. So I said, Carey, could you make something like this and then make it so that these cute little tags can slip in and into this little kind of library pocket idea. And then don't forget, we need how to glue it on, and then we also need a score line, and we need this and we need that. And so Carey basically just made this, and this is part of the bundle we are giving you. And it's the Dollar Tree is LA's awesome, right?
LA's
Totally
awesome.
Totally awesome cleaner. Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll share that. So I took again. I kept the same palette with the shades of silver and gold paper. And then I thought, okay, what do we want? What do I want to use now that we have this cute little pocket? What do I want to do with it? It's cute. So I thought what would be kind of fun is for the second 2 pages to really focus on what do you want to focus on for the coming year? What are some goals and some ideas and some thoughts that you have for the new year? So what I decided to do was give you this little card. So this is 4x6, so you have to cut this down. I printed it like we've talked about in Canva. You can just pop it into Canva, or just it's part of your download bundle, 4x6, but you need to cut it down so that it's like a 3.5 by 5.5, so that it fits perfectly in your little folder. Okay, and then what I wish for this year, and then I thought we could put 3 little wishes on these cute little tags, so that my family is healthy and happy, whatever you want to, whatever floats your boat. So Carey, do you want to glue that together now that we've shown them? So you're going to need to glue the flaps.
Yeah, so we created little perforated flaps.
Yeah.
So you're going to know exactly where to fold things. And these are just slits for the tags.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're going to do is just adhere on the little tabs.
Right. And make that.
And then fold it over.
Yeah. It's so fun to scrapbook with someone in my room. It's so fun. So since we're talking about titles, I also thought we should have a good title for this 2-page layout. So do you want to help them see what that says?
Oh, I did have it set up.
Did you? Okay.
Oops.
So I came across this file, or this saying, not the file. I made this for you. This file that said 12 new chapters, 365 new chances. And I thought that's appropriate.
It is.
For a 2-page layout. So you could do pictures in here of maybe New Year's Day, some of your family traditions, whatever, kind of you're working on for that. And so these cut files are also part of the bundle. So what I ended up doing, I'm going to just kind of do a share screen in a second, and I'll show you design. Oh, did you? Wait a second.
That was one we just did before.
We did it before. Okay. Hold on. Let me see is it still on there? No. Do they need to see this one? No. Okay. So let me do a share screen, and I'll show you just really quickly how easily, I know we've talked about this before. So this is Cricut Design Space. And what you want to do is go to your upload button, and you can see I've been playing with December Daily and the new cut files that we just gave you. So here's the two. They're 2 separate cut files. So one says 365 new chances. So you can select it and the green box goes around it. And then you can select 12 new chapters. So if they're both green, that means you've selected both of them, and then you can add it to your canvas, the green button at the bottom. It comes in quite large, always, always quite large. So you just want to size this down until you get it. I was thinking about a 5 to 6 inch total length on these is kind of what I went for. But you could, you can kind of see. And whatever you're sizing them, make sure you grab both of them at the same time and pull them. And so you just bring them in to Cricut Design Space or Silhouette Studio. And then you just click on Make It. So there, it's all done for you. Make it. You're going to put it on a mat. I usually cut on a mat. And then you click Continue. And then you select your paper. So again, you have to kind of decide on what paper. We were using a heavy cardstock. So we actually, on this thick black cardstock, went up to the 100-pound, just with normal pressure though. And then it just cuts from there. So I don't need to kind of go through all that, but that's as easy as it is to get your titles from the download into your hands, right?
Exactly.
And so I was telling Carey, the other fun thing we could do, is there more glitter? It's probably stuck to me. Is this, I hadn't played with the Rainbow Ripple. Thank you. Rainbow Ripple. So would you like to punch the, where did the other scrap, is it in there?
I think it is.
Or did I leave it over there? Or did we put it in here?
There's nothing loose in here, so.
Oh, it's in here. So the good thing, what I was telling Carey, so this is what the paper looks like once you cut out the pocket. So it does take a little bit of paper, but look at this nice 12-inch border. So that's actually what I used to punch the Rainbow Ripple. So I'm going to have Carey show you her punching skills.
We're going to lose an E here.
Uh-oh. And then when we have that in, oh, we've got something else so fun to share, right? So, but first, let me start gluing. I'm going to start gluing this side while you're punching that side. Okay, so.
I'm sorry. I keep rolling around on this stool.
I need to know that, I'm glad I know Carey needs solid ground, no rolls, no rolling, right? So again, this is just putting up a little title with your glue and working. I know it's a little tedious to do this. And I know I'm going to get asked, Lauren, are you going to have any of these in your shop for us who do not have cutters or who do not even want cutters? And so I am working on getting some already cut little files or little packages loaded into my shop. So you're going to need to give me kind of this week to get that set up. But hopefully if you're interested in perhaps just buying some of the titles, the cut titles, I'll have those in the shop for you. So, but we encourage you.
Oh yeah, we enable
you to try your cutters. Yep. So, are there any, the file, so Passion Crafting is on, if you go to craftsomejoy.com and you go to exclusive downloads, you can download the file for free. It's a zip file and it has all this good stuff in there for you. And that's my gift and Carey's gift. I'm throwing you in there too. Because Carey did some of this too, the little cute little pocket. It was a team project, and so we wanted to just go out with a bang and give you something fun to do over the holiday. Okay, so there's the little, how'd your ripple punch? It's pretty, right?
I think I need to get one.
Oh, and those are still available. I should mention, you know, we haven't really talked a lot about this. I think it's really pretty, and it is available on December Days, which means if you buy $100 worth of December Days products on the Creative Memories website, you get $20 off, which is pretty awesome, I think. So I would encourage you, if you haven't checked out the Ripple, it's a good universal. I think it's always nice to have a universal style of punch. Like you know, it doesn't matter. You could use this for New Year's. You could use it for birthday. Birthday. That works. Or, you know, whatever else. Just a fun, interesting, simple layering piece. And I did tuck it just a smidge under.
Well, I don't have a trimmer.
Oh, you don't have a trimmer. Okay. Well, you got to do that because, well, we got it here. You want the trimmer? It's just a little smidge. See, just a little smidge. You trim off. Okay. I'm still gluing. I think I'm forever going to be gluing tonight. Gluing is my job for tonight. So, hopefully, though, this is fun and you can see the potential in all this. I like my swashes. So whenever I design titles, I have to find fonts with really fun glyphs in it. And I really like this one. Ta-da! Look, it's all right there within an arm's reach and not under my left elbow. Okay, so now you can kind of see the top title, since we are talking about titles, in there. And then this gives you a lot of room for photos and, excuse my reach, gotta get my photos, and for this fun little pocket box. What should we call this? Library pocket? Pocket box?
Well,
Wish box?
We wanted.
Should I tilt?
We did it. Yeah, you can tilt.
What do you think, you guys? Should I tilt?
But we made it 4x6 so you could use it in a pocket page.
Yes, exactly. Thank you for reminding me. You could use this in the Creative Memories pocket page as well. How you'd have to kind of just set it in there, but it would just be kind of a fun little layering piece. But wouldn't that be fun? I don't know. I'll tilt a bit. I'll tilt just a smidge. I'll do a smidge tilt, just since we're tilting. So you can see you've got that cute little card now that just comes out. Tuck it right in. You can put your little wishes on these. Oh, and Carey, these come with.
Yes.
They come with. So we cut this on pattern paper so that when you fold it up, right, it's two sides. So pick a paper that you like both sides of the pattern. Hot tip. And then because you're going to see both the background and the front on your little. What's going on there?
Oh, I used that as my backer for the adhesive.
You looked a little shady there. Okay, so lots of options. I just have the white cards in here as placeholders, and you could do any number of layouts. If you want to do a 4x4, you could do 2 4x4s. If you want to do 2 6x4 horizontals, if you want to do whatever works for you, you could kind of tuck one underneath here and do your vertical formats as well. So tons of layout options. That's what I love, keeping things kind of simple so that, your photos really pop on your page, and they are the star of your page. Then on this side, should we show them what you did?
What did I do?
That? It's in the box.
This?
Yes.
What did I do? So, we did some strip journaling.
Yay!
So, these are not in order, so don't try to read them in order. But, there we go. You can see that we have writing, and then the very trendy strip journaling that you see on a lot of layouts these days occurred. So I have terrible handwriting, so I like to... Mevo just...
there we go.
Now it goes back. So I like to have the machine write it out. So this is a font directly from within Design Space. We used a Cricut for this one. We stuck a pen in it, and it wrote it out, and then in the same it cut at the same time. So it basically wrote it out and cut it.
Which is amazing.
Two tools in one at the same time.
So do you guys want to see it?
Yeah. So there it is. It's cardstock stickers. Another thing we did too is this is actually Silhouette sticker paper that we put in the Cricut.
Oh,
so you don't
mixed. We mixed, yeah. Because it was on sale. So I had to get that.
So you could, I don't know.
Isn't that fun? So you haven't stuck this down yet? No. So see, we haven't stuck so that we could...
figured out how it's going to go yet, but you can see that it's adhesive on this side.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, 3 layers of stick. I'm not going to actually push it down, but...
Yeah. And then we thought you could do a journaling box here if you wanted. We have to just kind of play around with this part and then figure out where that can go.
And you can ink the edges too, if that's what you like.
Oh, we should ink the edges. That's fun.
But it says, although no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending.
Perfect, right? So this was not included in the bundle.
No, but I can actually show you how it's done.
Yes. And should I show them the video?
Yeah, go ahead and show the video. And
okay. And then Carey is going to show you how to actually get this set up. Okay. So I have a cute little movie to show you. Is it this one? No, it's this one. So, hi guys. So I thought, oh gosh, while it's working, let's just give you a little view. So like Carey just said, the pen is in one holder and the blade is in another. Here, do you want me to? I can work on the layout while you do the techie stuff. How about that? Okay. And it just sits there, and it was really interesting to watch it because it doesn't write like we write. No, because so it went and like had a line, but no, I'm like, is it gonna make a T? Is it gonna make a T? And then it came back at the end and made the T. So really cute, really cute. All right, I'm gonna switch over. Are you guys ready? Wait.
Am I still in there?
Maybe I have to go back here. Hello for a second. Hi. There's Carey. Is that you? No, that looks like Silhouette. Or is that the right?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. But
there it goes. Now it's moving.
Okay. But I don't know why this is in there. So.
We know where we are.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I know why that was there. Okay. Never mind. It's fine.
Okay. So what I'm going to show you now is how I did the strip journaling. So essentially what you need is text. So I'm going to select the text tool, and under the font you can actually filter out for fonts that are writing. So I'm going to go ahead and select writing, and you can also specify if you want it free, so if you don't have access, for instance. But I'll just keep it as writing. Oops. So select the text again. Let's add the filter. Writing. There we go. All right, so now all of the fonts that are filtered here are ones that will work with the pens. So that it will work with the writing tool within the Cricut.
I didn't know that, you guys. I thought you could just use any font. But apparently, there's better fonts for writing.
Yeah, so basically all we have to do is choose the font that we like. There's some that are kind of scripty, some that are a little bit more boxed. That's kind of like what we use today. But let's go ahead and we'll just choose one. I guess it doesn't really matter for a demo. But here
do you want to type it out so that they know the...
Huh?
Do you want to type it out so it's recorded here? The saying?
Okay.
Because we didn't give it to him.
All right. All Although no
Sorry.
one
Just put you on the spot.
can go back and make a brand start, comma.
Because I deleted this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to select all the text in here, and I'm going to bump the font down to, we'll try 25 and see how wide that goes. That's still kind of big. It's 8.38 inches wide. So let's maybe go back to 22 for a font size. That's 7. Yeah, I guess. Each font kind of has its own sizing.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
you just kind of have to mess with it to see, you know, what size you want. I don't think, well, I guess that's still kind of big. Let's try 18 then.
So that'll be about 6 inches long.
Yeah.
So you always want to kind of see on your mat,
Yeah.
right?
So that's about 6 inches. I'll just zoom it in so we can see a little bit better. And you have to bear with me. I don't have a mouse here today. So there's the one strip. So that's the first line. So what I'm going to do, so I don't have to mess with the fonts again, I'm just going to copy and paste and add a second line. And then this one is anyone can start from now. And then I'm going to paste one more time again, just so I don't have to mess with font sizes. I'm going to double click on that and say, and make a brand new ending. All right, so now I have the text. And you'll notice that because I chose the writing font, you'll see that the operation here is pen. And that's what you want for each of these 3 lines. And if you're using a writing font, it should do that automatically for you. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have the box around it, because we want the strips to cut themselves. We want it sized and centered and everything that's good with the world. So I'm going to go ahead and just select a square in this case. I'm going to unhook this lock proportions. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to eyeball it to begin with and kind of go over the font width with the box. I can also come in here and change the color. And what I want to do here is, because I put the box now over top of the font, I want to send this backwards so I can see where the font is below it. So you can see now that I set that blue box back, that's fun to say, I can now look at it and I can see my font directly over what box I want to cut around it. Obviously this isn't centered. So what I want to do is just select the box and the text that surrounds it. Actually, why don't I make this height a little bit more standard? When I say the height, I mean the height of the box. This is 0.361. Why don't we say 0.375? All right. So what I'll do is I'll select the box and the font, like the writing that I have. And I'm going to go to align, and I want it to be centered. So now I know that the box and the font are completely centered. So the font is centered on the box itself. Now in order for it to know positioning wise to write on that strip, you need to attach it. And what attach does is it will make sure that this box won't move. So if I went to make it, for instance, before it's attached, so I'll detach it here just for a second, and I'll say make it, and we'll pretend it's on a mat, we'll confirm. You'll see that my box isn't there. My box is actually going on a completely separate mat, and then another separate mat for my fonts. And that's not what I want, because I want my fonts to be written on my boxes. What attach does is it makes them into essentially one item. So I'm saying that I want it to write in this spot and cut the box in this spot. So it's attaching them together. So again, I'm going to select the text in the box, and I'm going to select attach. And then I'm going to repeat that for both of them. So I'm going to actually, this is a new feature in Cricut Design Space. You can actually go into each of the layers now, even if they're grouped or attached, and select individual parts of it. So we're going to take advantage of this new feature. So I'm going to select the square in my layers panel here, and I'm actually just going to copy and paste it. And I'm going to paste it again, so I'll have 3 of them. So I'm going to take these 2 boxes, I'm going to send them to the back, and now you can see that we have 2 more boxes with the strips with the writing on it. Obviously these are a little bit too long for these smaller ones, so I'm going to take off this proportion lock thing again, and I'm going to kind of go down again. I'm just eyeballing this. There's no rhyme or reason or specific measurement. But I know that the height of my other strip here is 0.375. So I'm going to change that to 0.375. And then I'm going to select both the box and this font from this middle one. I'm going to go to align and tell it to center. So now they're centered on each other. And then the last thing that I want to do is attach them. So again, now it's going to write directly on the box that it cuts. And then I'm going to repeat for the same thing here. So I'm going to take this last box, I'm going to unhook the proportion, going to resize it kind of to the size that I want it to be. The height is good here, it didn't change, so that was good for me. And I'm going to select the last 2. I'm going to go to align, center it, so now I know that they're centered, and then attach. So now when I go to make it, it's going to be on a mat. You're going to see that it's now only got 1 mat because again we attach those 2 types of items, and it will actually cut the strip around the journaling. So the boxes will cut and the writing will write. So that's
awesome. Carey, I was panicking because I thought I lost my 3.
I'm amazed I didn't lose it.
So what we love to do, and so I hope you enjoy these little tutorials, because at least I know for myself, one of the things that I like to do is have a resource and go, what did she say? How did she do that? And so that to me is why I love Carey coming on and kind of sharing her knowledge of how to do this. And so while she was teaching you that, I was gluing again, but I thought I lost my 3, but then I found it. So I need to glue my little 3 down and finish the layout. So this I would definitely see putting some ruled paper in there for some journaling. These would be great backers for some photos. And then Carey, can you show them that cute strip right here? What'd you think? She asked 2 or 3, Lauren. Well, what's Lauren gonna say?
We need to do it in odds. So we put it on 3. Even though it's 2 sentences, we stretched it to 3 lines.
Yes.
So I see a question there, is that does this function the same on a Silhouette? So the software is different, but you can achieve the exact same thing. What's nice about the Silhouette is that it doesn't rearrange your mat on you like what the Cricut does. So on the Cricut, we have to do that attach step. Whereas on the Silhouette, as long as you put your writing text, and you could set the line to write instead of cut, as long as you place it on your mat that way, the way that you want it, it will work that way as well. And there's 2 tool holders inside of the Silhouette as well. So yes, you can do that. I have the Cricut Maker 3 and the Cameo Pro 4. I think she's got the same as you.
Ooh!
Corey. So do you have any suggestion on how to make it easy to use the Cameo? Really, you just got to dive in and play with it. That's the best way to learn anything.
And have a Carey as your friend. But hopefully, Connie, these are, little tutorials that you can come back and go, okay, so she talked about how to do this awesome inset title. We have a couple other digging into digital, a couple other, just look up whenever I have Carey as a guest, and there's always good stuff for you to come back and look at. But what we love to do is kind of mix using, I mean, this is stunning to me. I think it's stunning when you get into fonts and strip journaling and adding little things that, you know, just really personalize a page. That's the beauty of cutting. That's the beauty of jumping into an electronic cutter. So
I'll be all of your friends.
yeah.
Well, what do you say I go get that dirty mat?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Right,
And I'll scroll through, and yes, this is Pam. This is recorded. You can always watch the replay on my YouTube. It stays in my Facebook feed too, but usually it's just easier to find it on the on my YouTube. Craft Some Joy. So, what do you guys think? Isn't that gorgeous? Look it up close. Oh, there's that strip journaling. And I think this is just perfect, ready for, you know, some photos to go down, some journaling, or you could even put another photo right here. And then what a great way to set up your new year to add in a little card. So remember, this is part of your bundle. This is all part of the freebie download bundle. The little holder, the little card, all the cut files, all the fun. We just want to send you off with good things.
I put it on an uneven surface.
Oh, is it?
That's okay. I can demonstrate part of it.
Okay. Let me move this out of the way so Carey can show you the mat, which is amazing.
So I put it on an uneven surface, so I just went and sprayed a little bit more on here, but you can see that it's kind of mucking up right now.
It's gooey right there.
Gooey.
It's gooey.
Yeah. So you can see that I'm not pushing at all, so that's really important because you don't want to pull the adhesive off. But you can see the red and the black coming directly
all my leftovers
off of the mat itself.
And this is a very used mat, so there's a lot of cut grooves in here as well. But what I was finding, I should tell them, there was like this one little spot when my cutter got to it. It would lift and move, so it wouldn't cut my numbers all the way through. So Carey's like, "We should just clean your mat." I'm like, "Okay, let's try it."
So I had like I said, I put it on an uneven surface, so some of the water ran off.
Right.
But you can see that in this corner here, that, again, I'm just very lightly pulling it across, but you can see what was red and black is now completely gunk-free.
Yeah. And then it didn't take that long to dry. Like maybe an hour, right?
And don't be afraid when it's still wet, because right now it doesn't feel sticky at all. As soon as it dries, it will be sticky again.
Yeah. It's amazing. LA's awesome cleaner. So we wanted to give you that little handy tip for saving some dough for mats, and then you can go get your downloads and do some more cutting. The Homestead is a beautiful, beautiful download. So don't forget, I think that artwork goes away at the end of the year, December 31st. You may want to just check that out too.
I need a paper towel again.
Another paper towel. Oh yes. So at the end of the year, Creative Memories decides that some of their digital kits are no longer going to be offered. So let me just adjust the camera a smidge, and I'm going to show you one more time just that finished 2-page layout. So you want to definitely, before the end of the year, just hop on the website. What happened? Let me do something. I need to zoom out a bit. I don't know what happened there. I must have touched that. There we go. That's better. Oops, it was better. There you go. All right. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Wasn't that fun? I don't know if I got all that. Oh, Can you hand me my notebook? I want to make sure I have all the things that I needed to say. So we talked about how to clean your cutting mat, shaker titles. And again, if you want to learn a little bit more fanciness about shakers, go watch Kylie Kingham at Paper Sweet Pea, because she did some awesome titles with the new borders, I should say, with the new circle and square punches, which are amazing. I also wanted to mention, speaking of Kylie, so we do not have a scrap with me for December, because I think we've talked about her son is an amazing soccer player. So I don't know if we've talked about that or not. And he, so they had to do some family things in order to get him to play, like professional team playing. So she's packing up and kind of moving her crafty space so that she can spend time with him where he needs to be. Yes, we're showing you all the things. And I can move this. Would that help?
It's
You
kind
got
of
it?
balanced.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So no scrap with me for December. We will come back next year with some more scrap with me. A few things though, I want to kind of roll through, and feel free while we're kind of sharing these last things. If you have questions for Carey, please feel free to ask her. See, I'm putting you on the hot spot. My Scrap Some Joy shop, I just want to mention, is I'm always updating what I have in there. And so if you haven't checked out on my website, once again, same kind of area where we are talking about exclusive downloads, you can find that. You can also find my Scrap Some Joy shop. And because I had a lot of requests, Lauren, where do you get that fabric color pen that you do all your journaling on your Power Project folders with? You know, where do you get the little white jelly roll? I love the white jelly rolls for, like if you have a little mistake on white, it's the perfect whiteout because it's acid free and all that good stuff and will not damage anything. So I love the white jelly rolls for fixing little journaling errors. And then if you've ever followed me for a while, you probably know about my love for Posca pens as well. So I put 2 white pens, 2 black pens. This is what I use. Where did I put the color swatches? Oh, well, if you've seen my color swatches for my cardstock, oh, they're way over there. This is what I use, the Posca paint pens. Thank you, Carey. To write on the colored cardstock, both the black for the lighter colors and the white. And I also use this, I love the white Posca pens for just, labeling different things. So these are art pens. I went ahead and just decided to give a bundle of them, and you can find those in my shop. So I'm going to try to do some extra little things for you in there, like source some items. Oh, here's the December days, the title and all the numbers. So I'm going to have those available. I'm trying, Carey. Mm-hmm. I'm trying. So those, again, you can find in my shop. And then if you're wondering, like, what are you talking about? Daily December days? There's a video for you. If you haven't watched, it's here on YouTube and also on Facebook. And you can join me and I'll share with you my pocket page, multi-pocket page layouts on how I do my December days. And it's really kind of fun and interactive, a new twist on documenting all the days of December. A quick update. I know this is a lot to go through. A quick update for Tidy Up Tuesday. People were asking, what happened, Lauren? You weren't on Tuesday. No, because what I'm doing, again, kind of winding down for the end of the year, there are, I think, 8 or 9 tidy ups that you can watch on my channel. And I'm gearing up to do a full craft room tour. Okay, so that's coming, but there will not be another tidy up for a little while. So just an update on that. And my next pop crop for my puppets, my pop stars, is December 17th. And for next year, okay, so I know that's a lot. Okay. I'm going to just take this off for a second. Look who's back. So for next year, the pop crops are going to be a little different format. So if you enjoy kind of my style of layouts and doing borders, well, my pop membership is going to be all about base pages and borders. Every month you're going to get a new sketch that's going to give you a base page and a border idea. And those will be available as downloads for you in the pop membership area. And then we're just going to hang out and crop together after that. So it's a Zoom based membership. And you get to see her sometimes.
Yeah. I try to be there.
So if you want to ask Carey, you could ask her questions there too. I'm kind of throwing you under the bus again. Huh?
It's all right.
So I love it when Carey comes out. And we have really good talks about, you guys are amazing and what you know and share, I think, in the chat and in those groups as well. So,
and cart accessories.
Yes, and we do talk about our carts a lot and how much fun we have. So Gwen has a question. Does Totally Awesome work on silhouette mats?
Yes, it does.
So, yep, there you go. In fact, is that what no, we haven't done my silhouette mats yet.
No, I destroyed the corner.
That's okay.
All right. I think there was another question that was further up.
Did we go up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go up. All right. There's Julie. Can I update design space on my iPad?
So the iPad app should actually update itself automatically. So, but yeah, it should automatically update. You can do your designs directly on the iPad. And actually, there's even a new mobile Silhouette app now that we haven't tried.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We should do maybe a little thing on that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and the Cricut actually has a little trough in the front for your. I haven't gone there yet. I still hook it up to my laptop, but it looks pretty cool to be able to be all mobile, right, and not have to use your computer with a cord.
Yeah,
is I guess my thing.
And the LA Totally Awesome cleaner is available at Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Might be at more places too, but I know for sure the Dollar Tree is that's where we grabbed ours.
Which is now $1.25. We realized.
Yeah, $1.25 tree. Sorry.
$1.25.
Buck and a quarter.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let me check really quick if there were any other.
Oh, there's talking about discontinued files. So just like they do with the paper. The digitals will stick around longer, but they do cycle them in and out just like they do the paper.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a few more questions. Debbie asked, in her experience with Cricut, those thin numbers and letters are very tricky and never work out. Were those done on a Cricut? Yep, they sure were. So I actually added weight when I from the original font. So if I see something that has too thin of a line, I usually add a stroke to it, and it helps when changing it into a cut file. But this was done. I did this today on the Cricut. But do you have any tips on that, Carey?
It's just make sure that you have like if your cuts are starting to pull or tear, make sure you have a sticky mat.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that you have a fresh blade. Sometimes also, especially with the Cricut, what you might want to do is push on the bottom of it. Sometimes cardstock gets stuck.
That happened to me.
Yeah, so your blade might be okay. You just might need to push it and clear the
Yeah, it had a little piece of paper stuck to it. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, so that'll cause it to drag as well.
Yeah.
And then when you're actually doing the removing the cuts from the mat, you want to lay your mat upside down, and then pull the mat away from your paper. Instead of, trying to pull your cut off of the top of the mat, you want to put your mat upside down and pull the mat away from the paper, if that makes sense. So those are a couple things that you can try.
Oh, and sometimes I'm going to share my new thing. Carey told me to buy this.
I did.
I love it. I needed a new X-Acto. The Cricut is amazing. So if you were interested, also, I have this on my Amazon page. So, whenever I find something, or Carey tells me to buy something, I stick it up there. And that way you have a resource also to go, what was it that, her favorite thing? Sometimes to get little bitty numbers off the mat, to just lift that little corner, I'll use a blade. I'll use something sharp and then lift that little corner. And then once you, kind of have that up, it's easier to pull the delicate things off your mat. But it's tricky sometimes. Yeah, sometimes, you have to cut a few. Okay, there was also a question from Karen. Is there a way to print the elements from all her digital files so you don't have to spend time searching for what to use?
You can. If you want to print it, you can actually just use the print feature in the software. So the same thing goes for Cricut and Silhouette. You can do that. I think most of Lauren's files are PNGs to begin with, so they are image files. So you can definitely print them that way. Another one that I know that Terry uses, I'm not organized enough, don't look at me at all for organization, but Terry uses Evernote. And she puts her images directly inside of Evernote, and it has ways of tagging, so you can say, I want to search for birthday, for instance, and it'll come up with all of your files that you tagged as birthday. So that's another option that you have for you. And then what did you use to scrape the mat? So there's actually scrapers that come in the toolkits for Silhouette and Cricut. Just looks like little scrapers, kind of like the Pampered Chef scrapers, right? That you use on the stoneware. So anything plastic like that will work.
But not a sharp edge.
No, you want to be very gentle, or else you're going to take the adhesive right off. But if you do take the adhesive right off, you can use the Zig two-way marker.
Yeah. Wait, where did I put that? I forgot where I put that.
And restick
it's in one of my drawers. Yeah.
Am I in your way?
No, I think it's down here. Is it here or this one? This one? Anyhow, it's a
big chunky guy.
Yeah.
So, but you can use that to restick your mats if you do accidentally pull off the adhesive. So you can make these mats last forever if you wanted to.
Right. There's ways.
All right. Can you make the strip journaling similar on the Silhouette? Yeah, here it is right here. Oh,
I think
I'm going up here. It's over here.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and we saw this at Michael's, in fact. Or I'm sure you could, mine is probably old.
Yeah.
I need to,
it's supposed to be blue.
Had it for a while. But you can get that on Amazon too, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you can do the strip journaling similar on the Silhouette. Like I said, actually it's one step easier on the Silhouette because you don't have to attach, because the Silhouette will actually be positional on the files.
Yep.
And I think
there's a printer question. Do you still recommend the Epson Crafters printer for photos? I want to add a printer to her wish list. So, it's actually the Epson PM400 is just for photos. That does 5x7 and 4x6. The Canon Crafter printer I still love, because it has all those borderless drivers. So my biggest recommendation, if you're looking for a printer for a scrapbooker, one of the big things you need to look for are borderless drivers, that your printer has the capability of printing 4x4 borderless, 3x3 borderless, 4x6 borderless, 8x10. The Canon Crafter will even do 12x12 borderless, which means if you wanted to print this paper, it would print it as a 12-inch border. So that's what I looked for. I love Canon. There's also fancier, more expensive models that you might, depending on your budget, you could look at. So I love the Canon Crafter printer. Still do. It's been 4 years, I think I've had it, and love it. So one thing though makes the biggest difference
Paper.
is your paper. Yes. And I know we've talked about this a lot. I think Debbie K, you've talked about my favorite Red River paper, right? And this is the Polar Luster Metallic, but the other one is Ultra Pro Luster. I don't think I have the paper in here for that. Ultra Pro Luster 300. I don't think it's in here. But that's the company. So paper makes a huge difference. So definitely, whatever printer you get, don't just get whatever brand it is. I think that the paper makes a huge difference.
Since I went to Red River, I've never bought anything else.
Me neither.
So it's by far the best I've ever used.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so making the strip journaling similar onto, we talked about that. Thank you. Makes sense. Debbie says, what do you mean add a stroke? Oh.
Make it thicker.
Yeah.
You can add an offset too.
Offset or a stroke. Mm-hmm. And when do you start the new pop? Is it in January? Yes, it will be in January. So I do once a month for 4 hours. The crop is for 4 hours. So we'll be starting. I got to get all my dates and all that good stuff done. But that's one reason why I'm also taking a little time off. Do some planning and get that squared away for you. And yeah, Chris, I know. You got me there. I wasn't able to get anything from the advisor sale. And I am so sorry. I did not realize, it wasn't communicated to us very well, how extremely limited those supplies were that were released to advisors today. And I tried and tried every time I thought I was getting to the cart, it said that item is no longer available. So then I had to delete it from my cart. And by the time I deleted it and refreshed it, the next item was no longer available. It was like literally selling out before my eyes. And I got nothing. So I apologize for getting some of you excited in my customer group. And then that was yanked away from you so fast. But CM Corporate has heard loud and clear how frustrating that was. Let me tell you that. And so hopefully there'll be some changes for next year. That's what we're hoping. And Gwen says, do you use Red River in Epson PM? Absolutely do. Yep. In fact, that's what I have sitting right next to me. I use Red River, well, basically for everything.
Yep.
I love it. And usually they have I know they had a little sale for Black Friday, but they also have if you buy, what I like to do is buy a certain bundle. I usually get enough for maybe the whole year, and then you get free shipping.
Another thing that's nice is they have sampler packs too.
Yes.
So if you want to try a whole bunch of different types of paper, you can do that too.
Yeah. Super arty paper
Canvas.
Canvas. Yeah. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. All right. So I think we got everybody's question. I hope you had some fun, as much fun as I had with this gal. It was so fun having you join us tonight. And let me get down to the end of the comments. And what was the adhesive called? Probably this one. This is the one for re-stickifying your mat. It's the Zig, what's it called? Two-way glue. And I'm sure you guys just Google a YouTube. I'm sure somebody will have how to use this on your mat. But that's if you've scraped all the
adhesive off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what it is when the Zig is really neat. If you go ahead and use it and hear right away, it's permanent. But if you go and you put it on something, then you let it sit, it'll go from blue to clear, and then it's repositionable. So it's both permanent and repositionable. So you want it in the repositionable state for the mat. Diane said, is there a way to use Airtable to Evernote? I don't know. Again, I'm not the most organized person, so that might be a question for Terry, so I can ask her.
Yeah, and in fact, if Julie R is still on, maybe Julie, I need to have you on Friday Night Scrapbooking because you, I know, are the whiz with Evernote and inventory. So we'll have to see. You guys let Julie R know if you want her to help. Okay, so are we good?
I think we are.
I think we talked about everything. So more, Karen says. All right. Well, I know I would love to get Carey to come back in town. So she's got to do a conference. She's, you guys, if you knew more about what she does. So hopefully she's got to come back into town next year around the same time. So she talks at tech conferences, and when they're in Vegas, it's not that far to come see me. So hopefully we'll have her back. And I'm glad you liked it, Sandy. I hope you did have a fun night. And let me know if you've enjoyed the cut files and titles and your little goodies for the new year. Pop it in the comments, especially on YouTube, and let me know that you enjoyed that. And, maybe we'll do more cut files and titles for you. So, but you got to let me know. How's that? Okay. All right.
We're proud of you for tilting.
Did you tilt? I tilted. I tilted twice. I even tilted here. So, and if you do try this, tag me. Tag a Craft Some Joy. Do a hashtag Craft Some Joy or Craft Some Joy with Lauren and post it. I would love to see what you put out there. And I do follow that. So I did create my own hashtag. I don't think I ever mentioned that before. I have a hashtag Craft Some Joy with Lauren. So if you want to share what you're doing that I've inspired you to do, you can share it. Okay. Yes, we do love our laughing.
Yes.
So we're going to go out to dinner now because it's still early here in California. Before Carey has to hit the pillow.
I'm doing better. I'm doing better.
Yeah, she's still on Ohio time a little bit, but yeah. So thank you all for joining us. Have a wonderful, blessed holiday. You'll probably see me hopping on, sharing some posts and such. But this will be it for lives until January. And I think we ended the year with a bang.
Or a buzz.
Okay. All right, friends. We will see you again soon. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night.